Birmingham City are ready to let Marvin Ducksch leave for around €500,000, with Sky Germany reporting that the striker wants to go back to Germany and that the club will take significantly less than €1 million to make it happen. He cost roughly €2 million from Werder Bremen a year ago, and the reported figures for that deal vary between outlets. The part that explains the discount is in the contract. A non-promotion clause of €1 million was reported to have been written into his deal when he signed, which means the possibility of the club missing out was priced into the paperwork before he had kicked a ball at St Andrews. Blues then finished outside the playoffs. The clause did its job, and the club is now selling into a market that knows exactly what the ceiling is. The football he gave them makes the number look stranger, not better. 11 goals and 2 assists in 37 appearances, level as top scorer with Jay Stansfield, despite playing 11 fewer matches, from a striker who was one of 14 additions in that window. Sell at $500,000 and you are asking a fifth of the outlay back for the joint most productive forward at the club. Except the fee stopped being the important number some time ago. Ducksch is reported to earn around €2 million a year on a contract signed for 3 seasons, so the asking price is about what he collects in 3 months. Clear that wage and the accounting looks entirely different, and I would take the deal. Jay Stansfield, Priske and Luis Vazquez are all ahead of him now, and his only minutes this season were a 6-minute cameo off the bench against Bristol City. What I am not going to do is tell you the mechanics are settled. Whether the $500,000 is the clause being applied, a negotiated figure below it, or something else again, the reporting does not say, and Bild have been cited suggesting he could go for nothing at all. Values differ depending on who is carrying it. Treat the exact sum as unsettled, and the direction of travel as clear. The consequence lands on a squad with days to fix it. Blues wanted Joe Gelhardt and lost him to Hull City, added Luis Vazquez, and would now be moving on last season's joint top scorer before the deadline. That is a forward line being rebuilt twice in one window rather than once, and the reported loss on Ducksch would sit alongside the loss reported on Kyogo Furuhashi from the same summer of business. 2 write-downs from 14 signings is not a catastrophe. It is a pattern, and patterns show up in accounts long before they show up in the table. So the condition is straightforward. Several Bundesliga and 2 Bundesliga clubs are said to be monitoring him, and Birmingham are waiting for one of them to firm that interest into an offer before Tuesday. If none of them does, Blues keep a 32-year-old on €2 million a year who has already turned down Orlando City and Atlanta United and told German television he wants to be convinced by a concept somewhere else.